I want to be a doctor. There really isn't much else I could see myself doing, like career-wise. Hi, my name is Victorya Perkins. I am a first-year medical student here at Blossom, Western Atlantic University School of Medicine. It's a brand new medical school, and I'm part of the charter class. We are currently in our second semester out of 5 here on the island in the Bahamas, and then we finish the rest in Chicago. I plan to, and my goal is to be a surgeon. I'm not entirely sure what kind of surgeon, but I'm keeping my mind open about that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The first word is definitely busy. It's time consuming, one word. And I would say like a way around saying experience. Like there's a lot of experience that comes from being pre-med. It takes a lot of work. Obviously, everybody knows pre-med is not easy, but keeping yourself busy and, gaining all this experience is very useful before coming to medical school, because it's the same type of energy, except for like sped up a little and like kind of more intensified. So yeah, those would be my 3 words. So my mom was a registered nurse while I was growing up. So I'd have everything, stethoscopes, all of her syringes, everything all around. And she also really wanted to be a doctor, but things didn't work out that way. She had 3 kids and was married and all that stuff. So I sort of kind of followed in her footsteps and decided to become a doctor, which is why I'm on the path I am now. This is one that's really funny, actually, because pre-med classes come back around full swing. Like right now we're doing physics and a bunch of other stuff. So basically the advice I would give to my pre-med self is remember and learn everything that you're learning now, because it's going to become relevant in medical school. So definitely basically just stay on top of everything and try and actually learn and conceptualize all the concepts that you learn in pre-med. While I was working as a scribe, I was always told to keep my options open and to remain open-minded. For example, don't set your mind on, I need to go to this medical school or else I don't want to go to the medical school, because it's going to limit your options, and for no reason, really. Of course, you have your schools that you really, really want to go to, but keep your options open. Like I never thought I would end up here in the Bahamas, but here I am, and I'm having an amazing, wonderful time. So definitely keep your options open and stay open-minded throughout the career. Experience matters. So the biggest thing I think that people look at on a med school application is whether or not you actually are truly interested in medicine and whether or not you've shown that. So volunteering in a medical setting, shadowing, scribing, anything that's experience-based, you want to have that pretty heavy on your application. And it'll actually hold the bulk of the sustenance in your application if, say, you're maybe lacking in other areas such as GPA or MCAT. Like just having that experience will, take you a step further. So if you can take anatomy undergrad, take it, because it will be a huge help. I was going in basically fresh into anatomy and physiology as well, which physiology is not easy to wrap your head around. So definitely if you can take a anatomy or a histology class or both, then do that in undergrad. So this is an unpopular opinion, but I loved OChem. OChem was solving puzzles and conceptualizing and being able to reason your way through it. It just teaches you how to think about, it's very useful because of the OChem, of course, but it teaches you how to think about solving problems in a different way. So I would say learning the concepts and the conceptual and why this happens rather than this is what happens was the best thing for me in OChem. The MCAT was like this big scary beast that I had to overcome, and what I wish I would have known at the time was just doing questions, and not just doing any questions, AAMC based questions. So you, anybody who's preparing for the MCAT, I highly recommend buying an AAMC subscription and just doing questions. I did have a mentor all throughout undergrad. He has been my best friend. He also was doing biology at the time, and he was honestly just there for mental support, emotional support. It wasn't like you should do this, this, and this when applying to med school. It was more like, if you need to talk about anything, I'm here. Or, because mental health is really, really important, especially in med school, because you can tend to forget about it, and you have school. So it's really important to make sure you have that emotional support throughout the medical career. I applied to like 20 schools or something like that, and when I got accepted to WASM, I just wouldn't say to take this advice, but when I got accepted to WASM, I just didn't fill out the rest of my applications. I was like, this is where I want to go. So the process, it's like any application for a job, really. It's nerve-wracking because, you want to hear back and stuff. But I would say, yeah, it went well, though. So I didn't have the best MCAT score and I didn't have the best GPA, but I did have really good and solid experiences. I had a lot of medical experience and medical knowledge, which is what was my main thing. And then also letters of recommendation, allowing people who are in the medical career to speak for you and vouch for you is also a really big thing. Cry and call my mom and FaceTime my mom, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, because my first application, I applied to a bunch of stuff, but it was just a bad cycle. So to actually get something, hey, you're accepted, it was like literally a dream come true. Like, I have been working for this my whole life. So it was just an overwhelmingly great experience for me. So during my interview, I remember my interviewer's name and everything. She was wonderful. But randomly throughout the interview, she would say things that I didn't even remember. I told her, like, I guess she found them from my application or my personal statement. I'm like, wow, you guys actually pay attention to me as a person and ask questions about my dog. And I was like, yeah, like, very conversational. So I like that a lot. The main thing is that WASM is a flipped classroom, and what a flipped classroom means and how that's, translated into learning. And basically it's you learn everything that you need to learn before coming to class, and class is a time to ask questions and discuss. So that is a big learning curve for a lot of people, because, a lot of people are used to being lectured at and then studying after, but it's completely swapped. So, but honestly, I've never learned more and been more efficiently learning, and like my retention has never been as high as it is now learning this way. So I'm very, very grateful that, it actually ended up being something, even though I didn't know it was like that. I'm proud to say that I finished my last semester, both of my classes, with an honors pass. So that's like the highest pass you can get. So I was really, really proud of myself for that. Yeah, so going to the gym, that's a really big one. And I also do yoga in my free time. And then I am really big on self-care. So I will go home after class and watch Grey's Anatomy or watch a show or just do something completely unrelated to medicine or school. Just, it's good to have that good balance between, school and your life, friends, and, live your life while doing this. So. Definitely Crocs. Something I have been living by throughout my Premed career and now is basically don't give up. Like, you could fail. I failed my first OChem exam with a 19% or something like that. Don't give up. Just failure is teaching you what not to do, and you learn from your mistakes. So keep going. If you have financial problems, wait till you come around. I just advise people, if you really, really want to be a doctor, don't let anything stop you. Just continue to strive towards your goal, and I promise you will get there.